start, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Chanavallava Jaya Girivaradari Jaya Girivaradari Jaya Gopi Janavallava Jaya Girivaradari Jaya Girivaradari Yeshodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana Yeshodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana Yamunadira Vanajari Yamunadira Vanajari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Vihari Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Taji. Today the section, before that going to the Guru Pranam, just I am praying to the Guru Pranam to them. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Nananjana Shalakaya Saskuru Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Sti Gurave Namaga Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Savitam Yena Bhutale Soyam Rupam Kadadmayam Tadandismam Padandigum Vandegum Shri Gurum Shri Yuda Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagagana Raghunatham Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sagitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagagana Lalita Shri Vishaka Vidamsha Ye Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopisha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanjana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanum Sushadevi Pranam Mami Haripriye Vancha Kalpataruvasya Krupa Sindhubhye Vacha Paditanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Kadatara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Om Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Zaivam Narottamam Devi Saraswati Vimyasum Tado Jayad Udirayad Ukam Karodi Vachalam Langam Langayate Kirim Yakrupatam Aham Vande Paramanandam Madhavam Shri Chaitanyam Ishwaram Shri Gurin Darinam Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji, Mataji. So first of all, my obeisance to all your the pranams to all the Vaishnavas. All glories to the Srila Krishna Kaviraj Goswami Maharaj. All glories to the Srila Prabhupada. All glories to the Guru Maharaj. So thank you so much, Prabhuji, to the pranams to everybody. So please, I am just delivering the message. what just the knowledge I having, what my mind is there telling, just the postpart message only I'm doing that. So anything that I'm doing mistakenly and words, anything telling to unwantedly, please forgive me. And this is the only the purification of myself. I'm just to talk because I'm unqualified person. I'm to the talk about this the Chaitanya Charitamrita. So by our mercy of our Vaishnavas to the come to this the position and talk to them, because I'm really unqualified this in this the group, because I'm not much delivering this things is because I don't have much knowledge also. What the hearing, that is the only I'm delivering this message, the one. So anything the mistake something happening, please to forgive me. So now the Chaitanya Charitamrita. One is the slokas. Before that, we going to this Sārvabhauma the about the liberations. So we the past week our Prabhuji was nicely explained it very nicely. The message was delivered how the Sārvabhauma and so many course was given by him. The same the continuation. I cannot able to fulfill that much. Whatever I learn it, what I written this thing, I just deliver this message to you. So here this one, the 2.38, when this the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then this are in the Sārvabhauma Bhaṭṭācārya and the Gopinath Acharya, the long discussion is happening about the devotional part. But somehow is the convinced to the Gopinath Acharya from this in the Sārvabhauma Bhaṭṭācārya. Why? Because of the mercy of the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So here the mainly the Lord mercy is there. We can get the devotional services or devotional path or the knowledge. Because and one more thing, that is Vaishnava's mercy is very, very important. From according to this in the chapter, what is the learning this one? The Gopinath Acharya is a very was along with is the brother-in-law of the Sārvabhauma Bhaṭṭācārya. How is the association? How is the Mayavadi of the person? How is the impersonal person of the Sārvabhauma Bhaṭṭācārya? How he was become a devotee? He was become a Vaishnava. Is the good example for us this one. So in this, the position was always the convinced, and that in that after that he is the convinced. This the Gopinath Acharyas got very happy and he was felt the clamping and dancing because of the Sārvabhauma Bhaṭṭācārya purely he was in the impersonalist and from the Mayavadi philosophical is having the knowledge, but how it vanished out by the mercy of the Lord Chaitanya. So that is the one, the continuation. We're going to see the 2.39 also. These verses verses talking by my daughter Sadhika Sri. That's the one. Before that, we're going to hear. I will put the sharing of one. So you can see Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu. Put it on a slide mode.
Sorry, Prabhu.
Put it on a slide mode.
Slide mode. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So Chaitanya Charitamrita, you see this one. The Madhya Lila, 6th chapter, the liberation of Sārvabhauma Bhaṭṭācārya. Today we are going to cover 6.2392 to 6.255. Before that, we are going to the pranam to the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda All glories to the Lord Chaitanya. All glories to the Lord Nityananda. All glories to the Advaita Chandra. All glories to all the devotees of Lord Chaitanya. Hare Krishna. So in this chapter, how they will to make it this one, just we are over here. So verses 1 to 47, Sārvabhauma Bhaṭṭācārya takes the Lord Chaitanya to his home. This is the 47 until this the discussion was there. On 48 to 66, Sārvabhauma Bhaṭṭācārya arranged the Lord staying the places that he was arranged. That is the verses we are discussing. And 67 to 117, the discussion between the Sārvabhauma Bhaṭṭācārya and Gopinath. There, the discussion about the matter of the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Supreme Lord. So, is the discussion by the Gopinath. So, how this convinced that one. And 118 to 215, the Lord Chaitanya converts the Sārvabhauma into a Vaishnava. So, how this conversation happening? How the convinced? With the 7 days that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Sārvabhauma Bhaṭṭācārya, this discussion was that one. That is the one happening. After that, what happening? This is the important of one. So 2162 to 286, the new Sārvabhauma Bhaṭṭācārya. So how they become a Vaishnava, how they become a devotee, it's the one. It's coming these verses to the discussion. Now we go to the 2.39 sloka that recite this sloka by the Sadhika Sri. I'm just playing that one.
Madhya Lila 6.239. Aradhina Bhaṭṭācārya Aila Darshane Jagannatha Nadeki Aila Prabhustane.
In the translation, the next day, the Bhaṭṭācārya went to visit the temple of Lord Jagannath, but before he reached the temple, he wanted to see the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So here that one that emphasizing that the Guru and for the Lord is before you going to the temple, you want to see the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. See, this is the Vaishnava's quality. How this is the showing here. This is the one Sārvabhauma Bhaṭṭācārya is the Mayavadi place. But that one is the transferred this the knowledge is getting to the transferred knowledge one. So he is the followed the footpath of to the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is the one the verses to the lane for us. And 240. What's the telling again?
6.240. Dandavat-kari kaila bahuvida stuti Danya-kari kahe nija purva durmati.
When he met the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Bhaṭṭācārya fell down the floor to offer him to respect. After offering the various prayers to him, and he spoke the bad disposition with a great humility. So here that one, the Vaishnava, how it is there, how we become do the Vaishnava, how to follow the instruction, how to the rules follow that one is the one of the certain example of the Bhaṭṭācārya, because he felt he is the Mayavadi, he is after that is understanding that is the instruction from the got the knowledge. So he is given to went his home to the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu meet. After that, he is done the obeisances, is done it, and he made the prayers also to him. And he is think about it, he is feeling very hurt, and he feeling guilty because of he done a lot of offenses to the position when he was because of the Mayavadical philosophical is the discussion when he made the wrong, he was the realization. This is the Vaishnava, the quality, one of the quality of the Vaishnava. So in the quality of Vaishnava, if you made some mistakes, we have to realization, this is the done and mistake. So we go to take to the, from there in the Dandavats to the Vaishnava and another the Vaishnava person also. So we are to, that one, the humility that Sārvabhauma Bhaṭṭācārya was the getting from here, because after he changing his the mind, he convinced himself what he done the mistakes and faulty, everything he realized it, and that realization, the position, the Vaishnava quality is the adding from here. So he went and talked to the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. and 6.241.
Point 241. Bhakti sadhana shreshte sunite halamana Prabhu upadesha kaila nama sankirtana.
Then the Bhaṭṭācārya asked Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which item is the most important to the execution of the devotional service? The Lord replied that the most important item was the chanting of the holy name of the Lord. So very, very important. So this when the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu meted, he is asking the first questions is asking, which is item the most important from the execution of the devotional services? So the God is immediately replied, the most important, the holy name of the chantings. So in the holy name of the chanting is the very, very important for the devotional services. So in these verses, from the given to the about the chanting about this one. So we will read from here. So what is the telling about the one there? We having the 9 process of the devotional services. So that we know that everybody that is mentioning the Srimad Bhagavatam. So Shranam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atma Nivedanam. So hearing to all the glories of the Lord, the chanting, the remembering to the serving the lotus feet of the Lord. So this is a very, very important about the chanting, the mentioning here, which is the Prahlad Maharaj was telling this, the verses, it's very important. How they're telling here, to the offering to the prayers, to the become a servant of the Lord. So become the servant of Lord as a friend, or Sārvabhauma Nivedanama. They're telling the offering the oneself fully to the lotus feet of the Lord. So these are the 9 devotional process of the verses they're telling about. From the in the nectar of devotion also, they explained the 64 items, the devotional service how to do. So here they're mentioning some of the point in your discussion here. So what that our Srila Prabhupada is mentioning, and the Krishna Goswami explained that one, is the putting on the verses here. So here, generally, one should generally accepted the following the principle of the devotional service. First, we are executed. First point of that, take the shelter of the bona fide spiritual master. The second but the follow that, receive the initiation from the spiritual master. And third one, serve the spiritual master. And fourth one, the encourage the learned, the loving from the spiritual master. And follow the footsteps of the holy persons of the Acharya and transmitting loving service to the Lord. So in this important of here, the total, the 10 point is here. The 5 point is, they're not talking about the Lord, they're not talking about the this Lord worships things. They're telling to the Guru. The Guru is very important here. So because of the same adapting here, the Sārvabhauma, he was taken as a Guru, as a Lord, before he was the Mayavadis. How he transferred is happening, this one. So he is asking the most important about the devotional service. That is the devotional service important of the holy name. So here that telling about as for the nectar of devotion, the bona fide of the spiritual master. So very, very important from that one, our life. Without the Guru, we will not get the Lord mercy. So that is the very important from here. So second, to the asking to the the very humbly to the humbly to the questions to the Guru. Not in the, that's why that in the Bhagavad Gita also Krishna is telling that vide prinipa that in the sloka was mentioning how the submersible to humbly to the request to the spiritual masters asking the question is it. And third point of the serve the spiritual master. But we cannot able to getting the bona fide serve the master means we have to serve our Siksha Guru. So whatever we are here doing the services from here, so our Siksha Gurus who is giving the Shikshas, we have to serve to him very humbly and politely. That is will be better for us to the devotional advancement will be get it. And the fourth one things also as inquiries the details about the Lord, about the devotional. That is what is now the Sārvabhauma are asking humbly. He felt the very feel badly how he was the behavior with the Lord Chaitanya. So, and then after that, is the realization is came to himself after the convinced. So he is humbly, he is changed is the position, and he is obeyed to the obeisance to the him and to the asking the questions. That is the from the here we will see that one. So inquire the spiritual master. And on the fifth one, follow the acharyas. What our acharyas is saying that we have to follow, then only we can the growth our the advancement of the devotional services. And sixth point, they're telling what we have the previously from the enjoyment, the materially attachment, that one, the miseries. Slowly, we have to give up that one. All kinds of it, we have to give up. Once you are come to the devotional service, so automatically it will go away from us, and we have to lose one by one to this, the one, the materially enjoyments. And after that, in the seventh position, when we come this mind of where this the discussion where they're telling to the Krishna pastimes and Krishna's the Lila. That's why there is the one, the sloka was is there. Krishna is the mentioning 10.9. Matsitta matkada pranam bodhayantas parasparam. That is the slokams coming. This is the mentioning whenever the devotees meeting each others, they will to discuss about the pastimes the Lord. They are discuss about the devotional services, how to do the services, how to the Leelas happening. This is the coming the happiness. Sometimes we are thinking, I'm very really bad, I'm not well, I'm not one. Immediately we have to talk to the the Siksha Guru or the pure, the devotee Vaishnava. He will be, our heart will be becoming smooth, and we'll get the getting happiness. Because we are living in the mental and in the material world, in the Kali Yuga, which is the coming the next slokas verses is adapt for us. So the Bhaṭṭācārya he was the before how he was the materially, he was thinking about the Maya, that in the philosophically very strongly, that one, how is the transferred happening, how is the humbling is coming. So in this way, the telling the pastimes we have to discuss the Lord. And after that one is the telling number 8 one. So whatever we doing, the satisfaction of the Guru and Lord, Guru and Gauranga, we are doing the any services supposed to be sacrificed to satisfied to the Guru. Without the Guru mercy, we will not get the lotus feet of the Lord. So we to sacrifice to satisfaction to our the services. And ninth one, they're telling the observe the Yagadesi from the fasting. Why? No, one they're telling that one, when we are taking the tapasya, in this before, they're telling in the Sati Yuga, their meditation, the long years to the meditation to attain the Lord. And second, the Treta Yuga, they're doing the yajnas, they've done this one, they're attained the Lord. And the third one, they're telling that the Dwapara Yuga, to the making the temples. But in the ninth one, why when the tapasya means this is the one of kind of the tapasya in this Yagadesi. See, now it is going on to our Bhishma Panjami also. In this 5 days, whoever cannot able to follow the Sadhurmasya Vrata, at least the 5 days we can to follow in this Vratas, because this is one of kind of the tapasya, because of ourselves to make the purification, to do this one. And the last one, the 10 point is important, the telling that we have to show our respect and love to the devotee and cows and the trees of the Tulasi and the banyan tree. This is the important of this one. Once generally we are the principle to the following these the things is basically things is we have to follow this one. And one more thing, in this path of we are come to the devotional service, one must observing, that is the principle that in accepting generally following principle. Another one, we have to observe this one. They are telling this the 5 items very, very important, that one. What is telling? One must accepted in this one, you have to follow the acharyas, very, very important. Acharyas only we to show our devotional path, our mind will be all the changes, that is a very important thing. And one more thing, the Srila Rupa Goswami is a recommended from this in this one, main very, very important of this one, the association. In this association, the devotional service means association is important. Without the association, we cannot develop to the devotional services. How this Sārvabhauma Bhaṭṭācārya is along with the association with the Gopinathacharya, how it is came this one, because the pure devotee association, he can change the changes his mind, that knowledge and the mind of one, because he is the Mayavadi before. But when the close with the association with the Gopinathacharya about the discussion about the Lord Chaitanya, this is the one. So the same thing that Srila Rupa Goswami is recommended here. This association who are the same mentality of, therefore the necessary someone, the association with the Krishna consciousness. So we are always keep the Sat Sangha. We not keep with the Asat Sangha. If you keep the Asat Sangha, our mentally we go to the follow there. How this Sārvabhauma before he was kept in the Asat Sangha. He is the philosophically talking about the Mayavadi system, because he keep the Asat Sangha. When he come to the in this devotional path along with the Gopinath Acharya, he came to the Satsanga. So he feel that one. That's why here the Srila Rupa Goswami is mentioning the living together to cultivation of the knowledge of the Krishna and the devotional service. So wherever we are in the practice very nicely in the Krishna consciousness, in this same manner, we should not lose our the Krishna consciousness, the devotional services. Because it is always the Bhagavan also saying to the in the Bhagavad Gita, Dukkhalyam Ashvashatam. This is the place of the Kali. Here, the Kali Yuga is always the dukkha there. So, and they say the Ashvashatam is the temporary in the life is going on. But we never lose our the devotional services path. How it is happening to the association with the devotee, always it is a missing. This is the most important items to the living with the association to mutual understanding. It's very, very important. In this, when the association with the devotees, association with the Vaishnavas, you will get where the pleasant and the happiness will come. Sometimes we are getting to the misunderstanding also. If we go and take the dandavat to them and get the excuse to them, and obey the obeisance to, it will be changes in our life. That is the same thing the year the Sārvabhauma Bhaṭṭācārya, he feel worried about it. He made a lot of mistakes. He is because he doesn't know he is the Supreme Lord Personality of Godhead. But he made a lot of activities and argument he was done put on the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When he feel it, then he automatically he came that obeisance to, he went to the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, get the blessing. So, and one more thing is, which is the Acharyas, the written that in the Bhagavad Gita, our spoken by the Lord to the Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, we can keep the faith, and the same thing the Chaitanya Charitamrita written by our Krishna Kavidra Goswami's Acharya Maharaj. So we have to faith with them and develop from this the one. Then only that transferred knowledge will be getting that selling. So after that only we get the affection to, attachment to the Lord. So deity worship. So most important, very, 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 very important point of the chanting. So when we are getting the attachment, our Siksha Guru always telling, we can keep the Mr. Sangeetananda Gauradas Prabhu always telling this one. We can to attachment with the Lord, affection with the persons. We are actually in the mistakenly we taking the attachment with the people and affection with the Lord. Okay, lovely, I do like this. Actually, to be changes this the one. So we are always attachment with the Lord. How will this attachment will come? By through the chanting of the holy names. Then only that attachment will be coming. Same here in the Sārvabhauma Bhaṭṭācārya, when he is telling to the previous verses, in the previous verses, the 2.38, I'm telling, Hari, 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 he was presented very happily. When the name is telling, he's getting that happy mood. When the transparent is happening the time. So here, that's also the Sārvabhauma Bhaṭṭācārya is the asked, the question is very, very important, the question. What is the one, our important of the from here, from the devotional service? The immediately, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they're telling this, the one, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Is the very, very important about this one. Immediately, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is given this reply from here. Because these the verses, actually, the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu quoted these verses, the Bharata Narada Purana, the 38th chapter, the 126 verses, the statement was there. So this is the Maha Mantra, which is the very important from here. That is the mentioning to the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. How this transmission happening by the Lord of names. That's things that's happening here. So now we go to the 42 verses. Oh, sorry.
Hare Nama Eva Kevalam Kalo Nasteva Gatar Anyata.
In this age of cruel and hypocrisy, the only means of deliverance is the chanting of the holy names of the Lord. There is no another way, there is no another way, there is no another way. So very, 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 very important where we are in the Krishna consciousness, we are joining, everybody first hearing this is the one, the slokas. We are entering our Krishna consciousness here, this is the sloka is very, very important. Because this is the one go in inner our heart, then only we will do the developing our service to the Lord, service to the devotional service very nicely. So here that mentioning here, so very nicely, but immediately that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is mentioning here that one. So because of the people of age, the Kali are the fallen souls. We are only that the fallen souls, how we come out from there? Simply chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. In this way only, they can read themselves to the badly conception of the life, become the eligible to the engage of the Lord's service, devotional service. How to the one of the small example we can take it, and is the mother and the child is there. How this one the attachment is there. How that loving to affection is there to the child and the mother, because that mother is servicing to the child always. What needed. So always that calling, we are calling also Amma, 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 because that is the one is coming. So the name of that one. So we are always telling to the Krishna names, that affection, that when the love is created. So here that's telling, then only to that in this fallen of the Kali, this year, in this age of Kali, we will come out from all the miseries items. That is the one here. So how it is possible? Only the possible the Lord devotional service only. If you are, one cannot engage in the devotional service from service of the Lord without being the purified of all contaminations. It's proved by in the Bhagavad Gita also 7.28. So if you are not in the engage, we cannot not engage in the devotional service without being the purified on all contamination, which is we having Kama, Krodha, Moga, Lobha, Mada, Macharyams. It will not be verified because only it is going out through by the names of the Lord until we will not go there. That's why the 7.28 verses is telling the essence to Anantagadam Papam. That's verses mentioning here. The persons who have acted the piously and the previous lives and this life and whose the sinful action are completely eradicated or the freedom from the dullets of the delusion, they are engaged themselves in my service with determination. The God is given the statement here, Bhagavan Krishna is given here. So how is given the previously we done the sinful actions, or this presently we do any sinful actions, all the your mind is the dulled mind is there. Whoever determinationally to do the my service, do the my services, they will to vanish the selling. Sometimes the people are now, if you see that in the Kali Yuga also, there's the Krishna conscious, the most senior, most devotees and acharyas and the gurus, they are cultivating to in the young age peoples. If you see that what Srila Prabhupada mentioning here, sometimes the people are surprised to see the young man and woman take so seriously to the Krishna conscious movement. How is it happening? This is it's already written by the Srila Prabhupada 30-40 years back. Is written here, but now we can see that in the Kali Yuga, a lot of the Western culture people, they are coming and cultivating. They are following the instruction. They are following they are taking the guru and everything. Because when we are coming to here, by the give up the sinful activity, that illicit sexes, the meat eating, the intoxication, and the gambling, all the strictly, if you are following that, so injections are given by the spiritual master, they have the become a purified from all contaminations, which is that we are told, the 6 anarthas, it will be contamination slowly by automatically. So they can therefore to the fully engage in the devotional service of the Lord. So here, there's one of the verses they are mentioning here. In this age of Kali, Hari Kirtana, Hari Kirtan is very, very important of our life. The importance of the chanting the holy name is they are given the Srimad Bhagavatam also, 3rd chapter and the 51 and 52 verses. What they're telling this the translation, they're mentioning here, the most important factor of the age of Kali, which is an ocean of the faults. We know that we are the ocean of fault, not in the small fault. They're telling, they're mentioning here, ocean of the faults is here. So is that can to be free from all contamination and become eligible to enter the kingdom of God simply by the chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So how much the valuable point, very, very important of our life to back to God at only the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. It's enough of that one. So self-realization was the achieved to the in the for some in the which is we are talking about. We are already talking about this one. The Satya Yuga, the million of years they do the meditation, they done it. How to attain to the Lord and self-realization, that one. And another one, the Treta Yuga, they made the performance of the different yajnas, they done it, sacrificing. And the Dwapara Yuga, they done worship of the Lord, temples and worship. But in the Kali Yuga, age is very limit of the people. So how to attain the Lord at home himself and association with the devotees to the chanting of the names is enough. This is the very important of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. That's why to the telling of the Narapana, there is no another way, there is no another way, there is no another way. 3 times they're telling, not 1 time, 3 times they're emphasizing and telling this one. So our most important the duty, Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, say every day to the tell what is our spiritual master given the one, we have to follow that one. Because without the spiritual master instruction following, that in the growing of the devotional service, little bit difficulty. That's why they want the important about the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. How this is Bhaṭṭācārya is asking this question. In the next verses, the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu immediately telling these verses, the porter is mentioning. Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is important about that one. So Sārvabhauma was entirely changed. It is one the name of Hari, name of the holy names. That's the one in the year showing here. Next here in the 43 verses we go now.
Point 243. Islokera artha sunela kariya vistara suni Bhaṭṭācārya mani haila chamatkara.
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu very elaborately explained their error of Nama verses in the Narada Purana, and Sārvabhauma was struck with the wonder to hear his explanation. So here, when the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explained about one, is the realization came to him. What is the most important of a devotional service? The holy name of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. This is the important. When that is the important is the realization. Before he is talking about the Mayavadi philosophical, the different ways of talking. But here is giving the simple method. No need to all the philosophical. I know this one, nothing. Only simple of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra enough to the back to God. That's why. That's when we are seeing the chart also. The Guloka Vrindavana. The chart is the mentioning here. One line is going on to the Guloka Vrindavana. No need to we're doing the Ashtanga Yoga, that yoga, that's nothing, no need that one. Only the simply chanting the holy name of the Lord, here they're mentioning here. And the 44th verse is telling that one.
6.244. Bhaṭṭācārya bale ami purva ye kahila Shula Bhaṭṭācārya Tomara Saita Haila.
Gopinath Acharya reminded Sarvam Bhaṭṭācārya, my dear Bhaṭṭācārya, what I foretold to you has now the taken place. It's a very important here. What is it telling here? So when this one happening here, that one, when our meaning this the one the Vaishnava is telling the word, it is how it's coming the fruit. This is the one says certain example. Before the discussion happening to Gopinath Acharya and the Sārvabhauma Bhaṭṭācārya, but that time is not convinced. But one time that Gopinath Acharya told, sure you will be, the changes will happening. That is the, because any time the Guru words never fail. The Guru words and Acharya's words never fail. Because you see already our Srila Prabhupada's written, there's so many youngsters they're coming to the joining the movement. Now we are seeing that one. So this is the things is happening, the Acharya's words and Vaishnava's words, very, very important. As I take very seriously, then our things is happening. That is the year the examplation is given here. While here the purport is mentioning the Gopinath Acharya is informed with the Sārvabhauma Bhaṭṭācārya. See that I would be the blessed by the Lord would thoroughly understand the transcendental process of the devotional service. So thoroughly understand, the word is important. So how this one? Because it directly lead to the Lord mercy. The Chaitanya Mahaprabhu costless mercy to go on to our Sārvabhauma Bhaṭṭācārya. So that's why the transcendental process happening. The preparation is there already. The Gopinath Acharya was the fulfilled. So the Sārvabhauma Bhaṭṭācārya was fully convinced and cultivate the Vaishnava. So and there is the following the principle automatically. Once we were convinced, that's why that in the 18th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita also telling that Bhagavan, first time there's the 2.7 the Bhagavad Gita telling Karpanya dosham that is coming. When the Arjuna was cannot able to fight, he is fully bewildered his mind, he cannot do anything. So that time he surrendered partially. Please take me as I am in the becoming your Sita, I am your disciple in the 2.7. And the fully convenience, the time of the 18th chapter is telling that what telling Sarvadharman Parityaja Mam Egam Saranam Praja. All the your dharmas to surrender to me. So here we are to taking the surrender. The same year, the verses here, what we telling, when they surrender to the Sārvabhauma Bhaṭṭācārya to Lord, so you get that transcendental knowledge. That's why the Arjuna was in the last verse is telling, Karshiya Vashanam Tava is mentioning. Why? Whatever you're telling, I follow it. If you're jump from here, I will jump it. So there is no more any questions and discussion. So in this, this is the one the devotee we can do that in the Lord. It is happening here. So here that Sārvabhauma Bhaṭṭācārya, the president on the one more also in the how it is Sārvabhauma Bhaṭṭācārya was what granted. That is the verse in the Bhagavad Gita 2.40. They're telling the Swalpam Apasya Dharmasya. They're telling that what simply you performing the little devotional service, one can escape from the great danger. From the Sārvabhauma Bhaṭṭācārya had been in the greatest danger because of he had heard the Maya of the philosophy. So somehow or other some came into contact with the Lord to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and they become the perfect devotee. In this way, he was saved from the the fall down of the impersonalism. This telling. So how it is happening? Only the association with the devotee. The association is the devotee, the pure devotee, association with the Guru. Whatever we do, the Swalpa devotional, that is the in the 2.40. Swalpa Apasya. Little also you do the service, definitely we will to escape from the dangerous the position situation. That is the year mentioning. How he was talking about the Chaitanya that in the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in front of him, he doesn't know about the one he is the Godhead. He doesn't know. He simply is talking. He is an ordinary man. But so many times instruction given by the Gopinath Acharya, but he is not listening. And the same as in the Sārvabhauma Bhaṭṭācārya disciples also not agree. He is not the Godhead. But once that in the happening, because of he do this little services, he got the transcendental knowledge by the Guru and Gauranga. That's a mercy. This is happening. Now this verses to the 2.2 to the 44. Yes, just I'm sharing the screen now. Sārvabhauma Bhaṭṭācārya, when these things is happening by the association of the devotee only. Without the devotee association, we cannot able to realization. We will not feel that one. That's the important. So that association very, very important. That's why we are always talk about the devotee circumstance on the thing. If you are go to the Asat Sangha, we are also working in the plant and everywhere we are working and do the jobs also. Only talk about our duty side only, not talk about the personally anything. So you should not to talk to them. If you go to the personally, we will to adapt from them, from this Asat Sangha. So always the devotional services needed to the satsanga important. So that is the one here, the mentioning how that one impersonated person, the Mayavadi philosophers in the Sārvabhauma Bhaṭṭācārya, how it is become a devotee, how it becomes the Vaishnava, because his association with the Gopinath Acharyas. That's the one here, the mentioning here. So that is the one we have to take out our seriously. It will come out from the one the things is. Now we go to the 2.245.
Bhaṭṭācārya kahi tatri kari namaskare, tomara sampate Prabhu kripa kaila more.
The offering is obeisances to Gopinath Acharya. The Bhaṭṭācārya said, because I am the related to you and you are a devotee, by your mercy, the Lord has shown the mercy to me. So in these verses, how was the realization happening to the Sārvabhauma Bhaṭṭācārya? Because one of the devotee, we are the some of the places, somewhere different places, we are meet here, and by the Guru and Gauranga mercy, by the Lord mercy, Guru mercy, we connected with the people. How we connected the devotee? This is the one that connected. That is the one the Krishna conscience, the more that is the pleasant for us. Like always the connected devotee. Somewhere that is why we are done the previous things is we do some little service, the devotional service. That's why we are connecting to in this ISKCON, we are connecting to the devotees. Otherwise, it's not possible. That one which is telling the some small little service we done it. So now they engaging here. That's why here the Sārvabhauma Bhaṭṭācārya is the realization is happening. So I am the related to you because he is the relative person, the brother-in-law. So you are the devotee. Your mercy, I got upon to the Lord, the mercy I got it. This is the way here the relation is happening. So how is this important about here that Vaishnava association and the chanting association is mentioning very deeply here. The 246 sloka, next one.
6.246. Bhumi Mahabhagavata Amitarka Ande, Prabhu Kripa Kaila More Tumara Sampande.
So you are the first class devotee, whereas I am in the darkness of the logically the arguments, because of your relationship with the Lord. With the Lord as the bestowed is the meditation upon me. So how it's happening? We are telling this also. The three adhikaris is there, which is we're talking about the Uttama Adhikari, Madhya Adhikari, and the Kanishta Adhikari. So here is telling here in the Sārvabhauma Bhaṭṭācārya realization is telling you are the first class devotee. Because what is the first class devotee? The first class devotee is always seeing all the humans having the inside the Paramatma. They will not hurt anybody. The Paramatma is there inside. That is the one, the Uttama Adhikari category. This here, the mentioning here is the realization is telling the delivery this message to Sārvabhauma Bhaṭṭācārya. You are the first class devotee. How are you connecting to me? So because he is the logically argument to see done. Because I am which is we are telling you by the Guru. Ajnana Timirandasya Nana Andana Shalakaya. Because we are at the born and the dark places. Dark, we don't know jnana. The jnana is coming by the Guru and Gauranga. That's the Guru. Same things, how it is the connecting the Guru? Through the Vaishnava, through the devotee. So connecting that one. Because of the your relationship, I getting the upon to the mercy from the Lord. That's when the realization is happening to the Sārvabhauma, the 2.246 and 247 is telling.
6.247 Vinaya Shunitustya Prabhu Kaila Alikana Kahilaya Karaha Ishvara Darshana.
See, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very pleased with his the humble statement. After the embracing the Bhaṭṭācārya, he said, now go see the Lord Jagannath in the temple. So how it is happening this one? So because the satisfaction happened to the fulfilled of the desire to Lord, he automatically come and embraced it to the Sārvabhauma. Actually, he is the Mayavadi person, he is the impressed person, he talking to he not given the respect to him also. But you see, the godless mercy, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, even though he is the realization happening, he is come and hugged and given this one, this happiness. Now you go to the Jagannath and see the temple. So this is the mercy of the Lord Chaitanya. Whatever we have made the mistake also, if you are surrendered to them, when he surrendered, so God definitely pleased us. There's the one here, the mentioning, and the Buddha devotional service, the 0.47 mentioned. Now the 248, the one.
6.248 Jagat Ananda Damodara Tui Sankelana Dhari Aila Bhaṭṭācārya Jagannatha Dekhiya.
After the visiting the temple of the Lord Jagannath, Sārvabhauma returned to home with Jagadananda and Damodara. So when he got the instruction from the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he went to the temple, Jagannath temple, along with the disciples that who are the Jagannatha and the Damodara. So they went to there. See how they are following this instruction. When they're telling the Guru or our spiritual master, we have to following that one. And 249.
6.249 Uttama Prasada Bahuta Anila Nijo Viprahate Dui Jana Sangedila.
The Bhaṭṭācārya brought out the large quantities of the excellent food. They reminded the blessed by the Lord Jagannath. All this prasadam was given to his own Brahmana servant along with the Jagannatha and the Damodara. See, one more year mentioning about the prasadam. So first we see that one by one they are mentioning how the devotional service, how the association, how the devotee association, how the mercy is getting. Now they're talking about the prasadam now. So here the mentioning that one, the Bhaṭṭācārya was brought out the lot of prasadam. And the 2.50 mentioned here.
6.250 Nijagrita Dui Shloka Likhiya Talapate Prabhu Kediha Bali Dila Jagat Ananda Ate.
So the Sārvabhauma then composed 2 verses on the leaf of the palm tree. They given the palm leaf to the Jagannatha Prabhu. The Bhaṭṭācārya requested to him the delivery into the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he is writing the 2 verses and hand over to the prasadam and the palm tree also to give it hand over to the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this one verses is telling this one and 251.
6.251 Prabhu Stane Aila Dhune Prasada Patrilana Mukunda Data Patri Nila Tarahate Pana.
So Jagadananda and Damodara then returned to the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, bringing him the both of the prasadam and the palm leaf on which the verses were composed. But the Mukunda Datta took that palm leaf from the hands of the Jagadananda before he could deliver into the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. While we coming to the meet to the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the one of is the friend, the Mukunda Datta, he took that is the palm leaf, which is the composed by the Sārvabhauma. This the one the letter. He took that one. 252, 252.
6.252. Tui shloka bahira bhite likhiya rakhila. Tabe jagat ananda patri prabhu kela nadila.
The Mukunda Datta then copied the two verses on the wall outside the room. After this, Jagadananda took the palm leaf from the Mukunda Datta and delivered into the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So what happened? He took that one, the verses, that palm leaf, he wrote the verses to the outside the wall. He wrote that to Mukunda Datta. This verses happening. And 253.
253. Prabhu shloka padi patra chindiya palila. Bhiti ye dekhi bhakata sava shloka kante kaila.
As soon as the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu read the two verses, he immediately thrown up the palm leaf. However, all the devotees are read those verses on the outside wall, and they all kept them within their hearts. The verses read as follows. Because the glorification is done, the glorification, he write it to the glorified the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So then the Sārvabhauma was written the two verses, but that verses immediately when read the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he tear out it. We can also think why it's happening, why the Mahaprabhu was tear out it. That is the mentioning here. How we are the become here, this mentioning here the 254. Why this happening here mentioning here?
6.254. Vairagya vidya nija bhakti yoga sikshartameka purusha purana Shri Krishna Chaitanya Sharidhari Kripambuddhayastam maham prapadye.
Let me take the shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, who has descended in the form of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to teach us the real knowledge is the devotional service and detachment from whatever does not the foster of the Krishna consciousness. He has to descended because he is on the ocean of transcendental mercy. Let me surrender unto his lotus feet. So how that the surrender is happening, the Bhagavad Gita, the Arjuna, here is when the realization happening, the Sārvabhauma fully surrendered. So in the fully surrendered, he is telling that the verse is written. So let me shelter the Supreme, then only he is realized, he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Like this is the realization, then the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Here the mentioning one more in the verses here, in the 54, is the mentioning about the how to surrender here. How to surrender, it is coming to the mood. How we done only we can do glorification of the Lord. Without surrender, we cannot able to glorification. That's the important of our life. So we are also, if you are meeting to the devotee, if you are knowingly, unknowingly, we done the mistake, definitely the glorification of the devotee. It's a very, very important. Glorification of the devotee, we will do whatever we done the mistake, it will be go out. If I'm not unknowingly I done the mistake in the front of everybody, just to glorify to him, you will get that the blessing. We will get that one. So here also, but here in the Sārvabhauma, he was the fall down. He is the worried about it. He is righted that he understand it. He is the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. When the realization happening, is that mood is came to the surrender. Is the glorification it is. Why this one happening here? That one, why the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was the tear out that palm leaf? Because he doesn't like to the in the pride of this one glorification. That's why he tear it out. Before earlier stage, we are seeing that one. In the last one, the sloka 255 is here, the mentioning here. Sharing. So here the last slokas, that which is the 255, the mentioning here.
6.255. Kala nashtam bhakti yogam nijamya pradushkartam Krishna Chaitanya nama avirbhutastasya padarvinde gadam gadam liyatam chitapringa.
let my consciousness, which is like a honey bee, take the shelter of the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who has just now appeared to as a Krishna, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to teach the ancient the system of the devotional service to himself. The system had almost been lost due to the influences of the time. So here the mentioning here, so what the Srila Prabhupada is mentioning here, given to the 4.7, how this Mahaprabhu is appeared in the Kali Yuga. So then the Bhagavad Gita is mentioning Yada Yada Dharma Glanir Bhavatil Bharata. It's mentioned whenever, whatever, there is the decline in the religions practice, descendant the proper Brahma Partha, and the problem of the rise of the irreligion at the time of I dissented myself. So Lord is given in the Bhagavad Gita, whenever to the falling under Dharma, I will to come to Yoga is coming, that one. So this also one of the causes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appearance. This the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared in this world from the misguided the incarnation of the Krishna. But his appearance is the conformed Srimad Bhagavatam also. In the Mahabharata also it is the mention that Vedic scripture, it is a mention here. So he appeared in order to teach the fallen souls, because we are always the three modes, gunas of your fallen, so that human people, we are to the suffering, to the katsiti, we are suffering here. So how to take to the out of from this katsiti in the miseries? That's why they appeared the fallen soul by to the take out the material world. That's why that's the appeared of the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That is the realization happening, the Bhaṭṭācārya. That's why here Srila Prabhupada mentioning how this Acharyas also coming, how they entering our life to the Acharya, how the Srila Prabhupada entering our life. Because we are the fallen the souls. We are somewhere, the previous Janma, we done the little service of the Lord, devotional service. That's why we are come to the joining this movement of the Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, we not. The Solpasis, we are doing the small services. That's somewhere with the boy Guru and Gauranga Mercy, we joined this the movement. So here they're mentioning here that one, the age of Kali, almost everyone has become attached to the fruitive attitude, ritualistic activities, the mentally speculation. The consequently there was the great need to relieve the system of the devotional service, because we are all the contaminated. This is the three gunas of that, Rajoguna, Tamoguna, Sattva. In this guna says all our imperfection senses, whatever the sense gratification, it's affected. So we are the contaminated happening. That's why in this the devotional service is very difficultly to do the services very constantly. That's why here the Lord himself personally came down to the display of the devotee, to the need the fallen populace of the maid to take the advantage of the Lord example. Because that the Mayavadi people doesn't know that one. Why that Lord the coming to the appear to the human form, they doesn't know, because of they are not read the philosophically, they are not read our scriptures, they doesn't know about it. They're simply they're saying no how the Krishna coming by the human birth, how the Rama is coming. They're not understanding this one, because we are the fallen soul, because they all are the Manda Buddhi. They're telling you in the year in the Kali Yuga, the most of the people always feel Prabhupada telling that one is the Manda Buddhi. So most of the people here are the people. Yeah, at the year, the conclusion of the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna advised completely surrender unto me. The promising all the protection is the devotee. Unfortunately, the people are not fallen in there, cannot accept the instruction. This is the one. That because of the Kali, the Maya, not accepting our Krishna consciousness, not accepting the Godhead of the Krishna. This is the one here. So here, this Lord Krishna, therefore, the Krishna is written with the same mission, but he is executed in the different way. So how this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu means, this is the one different way is written come to. Yeah, the Lord Krishna, Supreme Personality of Godhead, he ordered to surrender unto himself, but the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he taught us how to surrender to Krishna. He is given the way of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, how they came to us, is giving the Harinama Sankirtana. Through the Harinama Sankirtana, you surrender there, automatically we can go back to the Godhead. Before we are surrendering all the things is only we are surrendered. The Ruchi of Nama Ruchi, the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, the Lord holy name is enough. If you are surrendered to the holy name, automatically the devotional service, the process will go nice. That's why the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was taken this avatar to show the mercy from all the fallen souls. So therefore, here the prize that the Goswami also, Nama Maha Padanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate. The Lord, the Krishna is certainly the personality of Godhead, but he is not in the manifesting the Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The Lord Krishna simply give the order for one to become is the devotee, Manmana Bhava Bhakto, which is that mentioning, Manmana Bhava Bhakto. Only you are just worship me, you are to the pranam to me, nothing is do. Only do the Manmana Bhava Bhakto. You are my devotee, you are my devotee. So we have to follow this. He is my Lord, he is my Lord. Think of the mood. The such way, the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they actually took the process of Krishna consciousness. If one want to become a devotee, the Krishna, he must take the shelter of the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and following the footsteps of the Sārvabhauma, either other exalted devotees and acharyas. So, finally conclusion is given the Sārvabhauma life history to surrender. How the Sārvabhauma was the one Mayavadi philosopher here, how he became a devotee, get the mercy from there, only to the surrender. How to surrender? The holy name of the surrender. One enough. Hari, Hari, Hari. When he was made at happening himself, he telling Hari, Hari, Hari. How it's coming? Because he surrendered to the Lord, automatically the holy name came to himself. So we are always to this in the Bhishma Panjamam. We are always most glorification days in the 5 days. The coming to the Tulsi Vivaha. So upcoming the days, the festivals, all the things is we worship the Lord. We will always surrender to the holy name. That's enough. We will come back to the Godhead, back to the Godhead. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Om Sat Sat. Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam, Prabhuji and Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much. Thank you so much for taking us through the post discussion between Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Sārvabhauma. So, what was the realizations of Sārvabhauma and the transformation we could see that he realized the importance of accepting a Shiksha Guru, like Gopinath Bhaṭṭācārya is considered as Shiksha Guru for him, and also spiritual master. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu considered himself as, he considered Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as spiritual master, and also realize that he is a Supreme Personality of Godhead. So this is very important for every one of us. These are the very important lessons actually for sadhakas to understand the importance of Shiksha Guru in our life. Without their mercy, it is not possible. Maybe we are into Krishna consciousness for last, I say, 20 years, 25 years. And now we maybe preachers doing Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhav, all these courses and all. But a very important point is one who brought us into this moment. We are forgetting them. How much pain those Shiksha Gurus have taken. Actually, we are feeling those pain. We are trying to bring somebody into movement. We are finding all the kinds of excuses, all kinds of reasons. They say, "Oh, Prabhu, it's not possible." Sometimes without any information, keep the phone off. And so this actually, we should try to understand that we were in the same position before. How we were giving excuses, and today we are experiencing the same. So we should not forget those days of how much pain our Shiksha Guru has taken to give us the seed of bhakti. And today we are forgetting all those wonderful Shiksha Gurus. A season sometime back, we organized as a congregation of all the Shiksha Gurus, like those who have given the seed of bhakti to us, Vaikuntha Prabhu, Bharat Prabhu, and all this, so many exalted Vaishnavas. We try to bring all of them together to take their mercy again. Because Vaikuntha Prabhu always used to say one thing: back to basics. Very, very favorite topic for Vaikuntapati Prabhu. Back to basics. Because as we are advancing Krishna consciousness, we forget the basics. We know that, we think that we know everything. But very, very basic, minute things of the starting with the respecting Shiksha Guru, we forget. So it's very important for every one of us to keep ourselves
One more point I would
on
add,
the
Prabhuji.
ground.
One more point, sorry, I'll interpret you, added. Because we are when to surrender to the Shiksha Guru, then only we get this knowledge. Otherwise, we will not get this devotional knowledge. Which when we surrender to the, before the Lord, we surrender to the Shiksha Gurus. And this is happening to the Guru, because of the, we are the coming to the Guru Parampara, that our Shiksha Guru surrender to is Shiksha Guru. Such a way is the going on the line of this one.
And we are forgetting, the unfortunate part of it is we are forgetting how much
Value.
sweat and blood the Shiksha Gurus have spent for us. And we are happily enjoying today Krishna consciousness. And we're forgetting those initial days. It's actually important for us to sit back and think how much our Shiksha Gurus have spent for us. And it's a right time again to connect with them. If we are not in contact with them, also connect with them and try to go back to the basics. And you can see the difference. Very, very important. Thank you, Prabhu. Thanks for
thank you so much. Give this opportunity.
And thank you very much for wonderful recitation by daughter Radhika Shri, right?
Sadhika Shri.
Sadhika Shri. Very nice, and convey our pranams to daughter. She is wonderful. You can see from her voice itself, the way she sang, and she is definitely
actually,
nice.
So these all are glories goes to our Shamsundar Lila Dasa Prabhu only, because he is the only cultivating them. First child give the opportunity, give the one. He is the one first sitting with the Vyasasana. Prabhu was given first to tell the Vyasasana, child time, because he is encouraging our Shiksha Guru.
Yes. Shamsundar Prabhu is Shiksha Guru for me also. And incidentally, he's going to continue next week.
Yeah.
From where you left. Prabhu, you started at what sloka?
6.255, Prabhuji.
255. Shamsundar Prabhu, please note, we'll continue from 256 onwards. If you are there, you can. Yes.
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Sure. We'll try. The Vaishnava Mercy will try, Prabhuji.
I'll connecting to Shiksha Guru. I'm connecting back to my Shiksha Guru. So
whenever I'm coming to the classes time, next one my Shiksha Guru coming. I feel little bit worried about it. Supposed to come my Shiksha Guru first, second I come back to me. It's a good always. Because
no, Prabhu, it is arrangement. Whatever mistakes we do, Shiksha Guru will cover up in the next class. He will not let us down. So he will make sure that he will, without telling that you did a mistake, he will cover up in the next class, saying this can understand much better like this. So he will cover up nicely, and so that is Shiksha Guru, mode of Shiksha Guru. So which